It's Mac the Guru. This is my review for Power Book 2, Season 2, Episode 1.
Everything comes from the darkness.
If this your first time here, make sure you subscribe, click that like button. Man, I was excited that we getting Power Book 2 back, and it was right after BMF, the last episode of that, which was fire. I watched them back to back when I watched them, and But let's start with Power Book 2. I'm going to do the BMF review too, so if you ain't seen that, check that out. But, man, it started off right where I left off at. Tariq, he basically having nightmares and stuff because of what he just did. And he know it's going to explode. And I know that too. Like, yeah, they going to figure out Jabari dead, right? Get rid of that phone, dog. The whole time, I'm like, boy, you trying to contact your mama? Get rid of that phone. You could have texted her and said, yo, hit me on another. You could have texted her and said something else and then just got rid of the phone, bruh. Like, it's plenty of different ways you could have got the number that y'all was using and then just used another phone. You had to get rid of that phone, though. So at the end, when the new dude, the new cop guy, Kevin, I think that's his name, he called and they figure out it's somebody at the college, right? Because they answer the phone and they play the breathing. Somebody say something first. So he finally, the cop introduced himself, and then, of course, Tariq don't say nothing. But now it's like, all right, I got to get rid of the phone. Dog, you should have been got rid of that phone. That would have been the first thing I would, because that's the phone you was communicating with Jabari on. You know they gonna figure that out. So I was frustrated. I'm like, dude, get rid of that phone. But it was some other parts that I really liked, man. I liked that part too, but I was frustrated watching. But Tariq was checking people this episode. I mean, he checked Buddy. The Buddy in the classroom, he was on some goofy stuff. Tariq checked him like, yo. And the thing is, when you get successful and you black and you start rising up, it do be like, yo, you be the only black person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hanging around certain people, you the only black person there. And I know he went over his friend Brayden house, but it's a bunch of successful people. And it's going to be a connection between Tariq, Tate, right? Councilman Tate, and Brayden, Uncle Rick. Right, Swaney, the other guy. It's gonna be a connection with all that because Tate is trying to move him out the way, and that's gonna end up him, you know, reconnecting with Tariq. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking already. But Tariq at that party, and Buddy talking to Tariq just like, you know, he don't even know. Like, no, Tariq come from money. He ain't like. He talking to Tariq like Tariq come from the hood. He got a scholarship because he was black and they needed a minority to be. That's how he talking to him. And Tariq just shut him down. All the way down. Like, no, dog. That ain't what it is. And then he went on to the big companies and let them know like, yo, y'all doing the same thing. Right? And they brought up a good point when they did the legal thing. If you go back throughout American history, stuff that be legal and illegal always don't mean it's like a crime. It's just illegal at the time. And then they say, oh, let's make it legal. And then guess what? It's not a crime anymore. Just like weed now. You know, but when slavery first ended in America, dude, they was locking people up for all type of stuff. Like, oh, if you homeless, get locked up. Oh, if you did, get locked up. They just finding ways to lock people up. And they ain't never stopped that mentality. You know, they just be finding ways to, yeah, gotcha, put you in the juvenile system and do all that. You know, so I like that they touched on that, you know, and the classroom, which he checked both of them. They was talking about the free will thing in the classroom. You know, I like the direction of all that. Now, we also got Jazz, his little sister, and Big Mama. She at Big Mama house, right? And Big Mama brown bag drinking or something. It's like she a drunk now. I'm like, damn, she a drunk? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never knew it was like that with her. But she a drunk. This little girl about to burn up the kitchen. And everything. You see in the previews, look like they taking Jazz away. So he got to get his little sister back and get her around somebody that's functional. But what's crazy is when Tariq was talking to Lauren, and he was like, yo, I lost this person, that person, this person, my sister, my daddy, my da-da. I'm like, they ain't even got nobody. That's what's crazy. It's literally like nobody left where he could be like, you know, if his grandma drinking bad, who could he even take Jazz to? That's what I'm thinking. Like, where could she even stay to where she'd be good? Like, they literally don't got no people left from the last thing. Crazy. And then, of course, we got Lauren and Tariq's situation. Lauren, Diana. We know F.A. she coming in the episodes shortly after that. Probably the second one, the next one. But, man, the girl Lauren, she be putting herself out there. Everybody want a little bit of Tariq, don't they? Her and Diana, both of them, talk to me. Tell me your feelings. What's going on with you? You know, both of them saying the same thing. Both of them, if they get them alone, they want to kiss them and all that stuff. You know, of course he want to do that too, but it's like they the initiators. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, they want Tariq. You know, and he just playing the field still. You know, but I think Lauren is gonna switch it up on him. Carrie figure out, because Tariq gonna try to blame Zeke, right, for killing Jabari. When Carrie figure out that Tariq is the person trying to blame Zeke, she gonna figure out Tariq is the one that killed Jabari, and I think she gonna get Lauren on her side. Now that's a lot, you know, to happen if it's gonna happen that way. But that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm like, yeah, I can see that happening. You know what I mean? Like, I could see Lauren getting with Carrie, not knowing, because she a little different from Effie and Diana for sure. And I know Tariq liked that element of it, but she different. I could see her siding against him like that, you know, if everything go astray. And she keep trying to put out to him, you know, but he just ain't, you know. Tariq just like, I'm gonna play it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't choosing right now. I'm still playing the field. Another team that we got is the Sax and Davis team. And we got to see Breadman too. Boy, they bringing everybody on it. So they got Mary J, Rip, 50 Cent off the chain, dog. He got, because I watched BMF right before that. So in BMF, he got Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Woodhurst, them other guys, but Snoop Dogg, Eminem. And then in this, he got Method Man, Redman, Mary J. Blige. He putting all his artists turned actors. He putting all them on. But Redman pop up, it made me think of How High. As soon as I seen him, I'm like, oh snap. You know, you got Meth and Red together. That's dope. And then he in jail. Davis trying to get him out or whatever. But man, Sax and Davis is one crooked team, dog. They would do anything for the money. I mean, anything. They will represent anybody as long as you got the bread. Hey, you got the bread? Alright, come with it. Yeah, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Like these two lawyers is off the chain. And another thing, Carrie. Man, she's beautiful chick that they got playing. Golly, she lost. She moved off her emotions a lot. And it almost feel like the way she was talking, it's like that biological, it's like she basically knows she on the clock. How she was talking, dog. She like, yo, I messed up in the past. She trying to be somebody's wife now. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes she's messing with, gone now. Jabari. She just was telling somebody she gonna stop messing with Zeke. Right? She's gonna talk to somebody else. But this dude wasn't trying to talk to her. It was the cop dude, the detective. He like, yo, showed her the body. Yo, you got something to do with it. He on one of those. So she like, dang, you know, I know that hurt her. What she do? Go back and call Zeke. Call the young boy up. You know what I mean? And it made me think like, dang, dude, do all older women that be talking to young dudes, do they be thinking like, or do they be kind of like just settling with anybody because they know they need to settle with somebody now because they, you know, they up in age? Do they just be like, all right, I'm just gonna, you know, because that's what it seemed like with her, at least. Like, her emotions all over the place. She doing stuff that she don't want to do, but she just like, so she calls Zeke over, and they get to talking about, of course, Jabari, right? Now, when they try to pin this on Zeke, Carrie gonna be the one that's gonna be like, I know he didn't do it. Like, for sure, for sure. When everybody thinking it's Zeke, she gonna be the one, because it make perfect sense for it to be him, though. Think about it. Really think about it. He is messing with Carrie. Carrie was messing with Jabari. So he got like a motive there. That's how they gon', oh, you wanted to get him out the way so it could just be you and Carrie. Carrie might lose her job behind it, or most likely will, because she's sleeping with a student. So if that come out, you know, that'll happen too. So there's a lot of ways this thing could go. You know what I'm saying? But she back messing with the young boy. Off the chain. Now that Dur scene was crazy. They almost shot Tariq. And people do little stuff like that. See, what it is he out there and he alone now. Now that's when people be showing off. You know what I'm saying? It's just him. He the only black person there. People want to show off. They shoot the tree right next to him. Just to, I guess, scare him, or, you know, it's just super unnecessary too. Like, you hate to be like, yo, if that happened to me, I do this, this, and this. But, man, that's a dangerous situation to be in, you know, because you really don't know how you gonna react. You know somebody just, you really like know it wasn't an accident, even though they gonna say it's an accident. So, you know, that thing could go left. I'm talking about real left. But gotta be smart too, because it's just one of him with a gun. The rest of them, they all got guns too, you know. So, but that scene was just like, man, they got him out in the woods. Now they gonna try to mistreat him and all this stuff. So it's like, yeah, all right. Hopefully he get his get back. He definitely gonna get his get back on him, you know. But first episode, dope. Good way to start it off, man. Salute to everybody over there at Power Book 2 doing their thing. Great first episode. It's Mac the Guru. If you're still here, make sure you click that subscribe button. Peace.